So Barack Obama is getting arrested? Really? Really?
If this isn't Bizarro World, I don't know what is, because this is some insane shit.
Right? Y'all, are we in the upside down world? There has never been a less scandalous administration than the 44th president of the United States of America.
Now look at that face. Does he look like he would be a convict?
Somebody has lost somebody's mind. That's all I know. That's all I know. So, hey, y'all, my name's Halisi.
And I'm Rick. Welcome to our Black Utopia.
On our channel, we talk about money, travel, and life abroad. But on every other Thursday, we have on our members, the Utopian Legends, to talk about current events and why they are moving abroad, why they got to get out of their home country. And so, I shouldn't have said it like that, huh? First, if you're new to our channel, then you might not know. Back in 2018, somewhere around there, around 2018, Rick and I got a wake-up call, y'all. We were getting close to retirement age, and we looked at our money, and it looked crazy.
Crazier than your current president is right now. Crazy.
That's really crazy.
On crack.
That's really crazy.
Crack crazy.
That's crazy.
He's smoking some serious.
That's crazy. But we got our financial act together, and we went from negative 22,000 to over 1.1 million in net worth, y'all. If we can do that,
you can do it too.
You can do it too. And so, without further ado, we are going to bring on our Utopian Legends. If you are a legend,
feel free to join us.
If you are a legend, feel free to join us. We retired 2019. Baby. We about to talk about what is going on in your country. But if you think that we are going to do BS, this ain't the channel for you. All right. So we're bringing Antonia on stage. We've got Carla on stage. Dr. Sanji, are you there? Once I see your face, we will bring you on stage. Antonia, you want to unmute yourself. Y'all, what is going on in y'all's country?
I'm so embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Do I need to get a free Barack Obama t-shirt?
Yeah. Free Obama, free Obama.
I'm just embarrassed. I'm so ashamed to be here. To call yourself an American, it's so shameful. You know?
It is shameful. The one good thing that I appreciate is that so far I've seen even the New York Post, which is pretty conservative. They were like, oh, y'all's president, the melon felon, is trying to do a duck and dodge and trying to accuse President Barack Obama of treason. And he didn't say sedition, he said sedacious.
Yeah.
He's being sedacious.
Yeah.
I don't know what sedacious is. I know what seditious is, but I don't know what sedacious is.
Yeah, so CK says she hasn't been paying attention.
He should stick to his 5th grade vocabulary.
Exactly. No. And his word salad. Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But one thing that I do know is I find it very interesting that he forgot about the fact that he stacked the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said that any act that the president does in service of the presidency, they are immune from persecution. Oh, that includes the black man. Yeah. That includes the black man, people. Y'all didn't know?
Exactly.
They're so busy being that they forgot about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So Rick was going to ask. Go ahead.
I'm going to ask, so, and I know what the answer is going to be, but do you think there's a true case against former President Barack Obama? That they can file charges? They can file charges all they want.
I wouldn't trust any of those documents. I think they just trumped all that stuff up. They made all that stuff up. I don't trust anything that they present
I don't think so.
at this point.
They never show anything. It's always we have this, but they never
Right.
show it.
I want to see the Epstein files. I don't know about y'all, but Epstein.
I think they're
That's
getting
what I'm
rid of
saying.
everything.
Okay, so
They're stalling. They're
styling
stalling.
and profiling. So, but do you actually think your personal opinions and everybody's opinion out there in the audience? Do you think that they will try, just for show at least, to try to arrest him? Nothing like the tape, the fake thing that he had put on his True Social.
Right. He like what? Okay.
Did
okay.
you see the? Did you see the
I should have brought. I should
the
have pulled it
video?
up. Yeah.
I was trying to find it.
I found it. I
I
found
heard
it.
about it. I didn't see it.
So
I
Oh
didn't
my
want
God!
the president of the United States of America and his crew ain't got nothing better to do but to create an AI video of President Barack Hussein Obama being arrested in that gold gilded, ugly, ghettoized Oval Office. CK, what they're saying is that he tried to manipulate the outcome of the 2016 election. And it was all the Russia hoax and blah, blah, blah. And sedatious. He was acting sedatious and treasonous. I think he had some audacity. He was acting audacious. Maybe that's what the president was trying to say. Maybe he was trying to say the audacity of hope, being audacious. Yeah, I don't know. What was the man trying to say? I don't know.
So will he send ICE?
Oh my gosh.
I think people would rise up if he tried to arrest
I
Obama.
was about to say,
I think people would go crazy.
I think it would be total chaos.
But I mean, stop and think about it. He's been doing outrageous
He
crap. He's
but
been to prove a point or to make a point or to make himself look good in front of his base. He's been trying to do that. So is there any possibility in anybody's mind that he would try to even attempt to do that?
if you thought the George Floyd protest, all of that, it was good at first, but it just kind of waned and then it went away. That will have nothing on if they even attempted to arrest President Obama. It's all gloves off then.
And maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants us out there in them streets, right?
I think he does, but I don't know if they want that smoke.
Yeah, I don't think so. The Valerina, we know it's an AI generated. We know it's AI
we know
generated.
it is.
Of course, we know it's AI generated. First of all, because it would be all over the global news. The
They love
global
Obama
news.
too.
Right.
The other countries love Obama too.
That's the
Right.
thing. I don't think he wants that kind of heat. I don't think he knows about how much heat he would get. Because even though, right,
He's
like
petty and jealous.
he is so jealous. Well, of course he's jealous. And of course he's jealous because Obama's everything he's not, right?
Exactly.
Obama is svelte and manly. He's a lunka chunk, right? Obama is a great orator. He sounds like he's a whining child. Obama is brilliant. He's an idiot. Obama has a wife who loves him. He can't keep a wife. right? Obama has 2 kids who love him. His kids can't stand him.
No, he got to pay.
He got to pay his kids.
He got to pay for his kids and his wife
Right?
to keep them around,
Exactly. Exactly.
to make appearances.
Right?
He pays them to make
Right.
appearances.
Obama has a wife who goes out of her way to show how much she loves him. He got a wife who don't even want to hold his hand. The melon felon's wife doesn't even want to hold his hand. The hand that's got makeup on it, right? Because he's got leprosy or something. That man is so evil. That man is so evil that he has probably contracted diseases that have gotten away with or done away with back in the old, medieval times. Leprosy. We're talking about leprosy and all other kind of nonsense. All right. Well, but seriously though, this just goes to show, this really truly goes to show that all bets are off. Like if this man would even like direct his DOJ, right? And head of intelligence, like, Tulsi ain't never been that intelligent, so how's she gonna be the head of intelligence? I don't know, but whatever, right? So there is no reining this man in, and there's no holds barred. I mean, I don't even know what to say. And so the question is, if you haven't been thinking about what your plan B is for getting out of the country,
Right.
what's stopping you? So Carla, you said you were here
Yes.
for a month.
Yep.
So tell us about that transition when you had to go back into the hellhole that is Trump's America.
Well, this time I flew Air Canada. I came in 2023, and I brought my 3 grandchildren with me. The first time, me and my oldest granddaughter, we cried as we came back on the plane. We came back, and this time on my way back, as I was flying over on our way back, I could just feel all of the stress in my shoulders and everything. And I could feel myself tearing up, and all the pressure and the stress, just everything. And I've had a really hard time adjusting the last few weeks. I just came back at the beginning of July. It was really tough. I had to actually call and call a therapist because I was having a hard time. And what I did, since I've been back, is I called my real estate agent. And I've also called I have an appointment with my pension person. So I've started getting everything, lined up and everything. And I've set my date for my retirement and everything because I'm a teacher. So, so I'm getting everything rolling because I have to go back. I love it. I just absolutely love Portugal. And I loved it the first time I got there. And I went back to make sure I loved it even more or the same. And I did.
Did we show you some cool stuff?
Yes, you did. And the people are just beautiful people. They're very loving. And the ambassadors from the OBU family, they were just amazing. They gave me so much information. I was riding the metro like a pro with my buddies, Dr. Sanji and Bobby. And they were my new best friends. And I had such a great time. I mean, like every day was jam-packed. I had an activity every single day.
Y'all was out there in them streets.
Yes, we were.
Y'all was out there in them streets. I was like, where are we at? Where's she at? I have not seen her since the meetup. Y'all formed this crew, and y'all were out there in them streets.
We took speed trains
for y'all.
Porto. Yeah, we even went to Porto.
Yeah.
We took an overnight trip to Porto. We had a great time.
Yeah. Y'all. Did they invite us? Did they invite us to Porto?
They had their fill of us. They were out there.
I guess they was. So Rick said y'all was tired of us.
They wanted to venture out. It's okay.
Rick said y'all was tired of us.
You know when you're chilling, get to a certain age, they want to venture out.
I'm gonna get like Rashida and get my little feelings hurt.
No,
Birdies from the coop.
we love every bit of it. We love that you guys are
Yeah.
enjoying yourselves.
You did an amazing job. You did an amazing job pairing us up with the ambassadors and everything. It was just so great. The Sangria Friday and everything. It was just, it was awesome. That was a good choice. The winery, everything.
Yay, yay. And here's the thing, folks, because we had another Friday sangria just last Friday.
Mhm.
We got home at 3 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the late.
I was like,
I believe it.
so three of us who were not playing the last card game, we were like, I was like, all right, y'all need to wrap this up. Y'all need to wrap this up. But so we have Friday sangria on a semi-regular basis. And when I say semi-regular, y'all in the audience, that means like every other month-ish.
Yeah.
Or so, every 6 to 8 weeks we have. But here's the great thing. We make sure that we invite the crew that lives here, as well as new folks who are visiting, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And so two of the folks who we invited, I want to say, was that all the way last year? I guess it was last year. They met up with some other friends of ours who lived here. And when those friends were moving, they got to move in and take over their lease and got 2020
awesome,
pricing.
An awesome.
sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right? These are the connections that we make when y'all come.
Mhm.
These are the connections so that it is a smoother landing, right? And here's the thing. There's folks like us everywhere, y'all. So it doesn't have to be Portugal. It can be any place. There are going to be folks who can smooth out your landing, and you don't have to stay in Trump's hell while he has the audacity to even intimate that he is going to put the first Black president in jail for nothing because he's jealous. He hate him because he ain't him. Right?
Did you guys hear that they are trying to he's trying to make the states under the guise of inspecting their voting machines?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Oh yes. He tried this back in the first time. Okay. He tried this nonsense the first time. So for
Have already turned out, have already said yes.
who has?
2 states have already said yes. I'm
Of
like,
course they have. I know our state's not gonna say yes. Our state is gonna go 10 toes down and tell him our state is the state that got him off the ballot until the Supreme Court acted stupid. So I know what our state is gonna say. They're gonna say the same thing that they said to him last time.
ridiculous.
I would not trust that man with the voter rolls. Y'all,
Mhm.
if you are not putting away every single penny that you can and saving for a rainy day because you think this is just business as usual, we got another thing for you.
It's not. It truly is not.
Right. Carla, what do you teach?
I teach public school fifth grade. This year I'll be teaching 4th grade.
Okay, so you teach all subjects.
Yeah, but I'm also an administrator part-time. I cover for my principal sometimes. Yeah.
They give you extra money for that?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Because
I don't work for free.
Thank you.
I learned a long time ago, I don't work for free.
Right. I'm telling you, because they'll try to work you to death.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I kind of stepped on Ric's questions because he put down the Supreme Court, but it's like, how's that for a circular moment? How is that for a circular moment? And I do think CK is onto something. Like I said earlier, I believe that Barack Hussein Obama, this whole thing is about getting us into those streets so he can say martial law and put off the 2026 election. They are trying to find a way not to have the 2026 election, is what I think.
Right.
And Donna, yeah, both President Barack Hussein Obama, and I'm going to keep saying Barack Hussein Obama, and Michelle Obama are attorneys. Like, their bar cards would be yanked.
Right. I think he's throwing everything he can at the wall to see what can stick until he can do it.
Right.
It truly is. He thinks we are as stupid as MAGA. That's what it is. He thinks we're as stupid as MAGA. And here's the thing. Like, I was listening to Larry Daniels Favors this earlier today, and she was like, I owe MAGA an apology. It looks like there was a cabal. It looks like there was a conspiracy around all these high power people, right? Taking advantage of little girls. So MAGA was right. It was right. They were right. The problem is Barack Hussein Obama wasn't involved.
Nope. His name ain't on that list.
Because Black folks know. We be knowing. We got to keep our nose clean. Well, Diddy didn't get that message, but we be knowing. Drake didn't get that message, but we be knowing. We can't get away with that same stuff. And in general, we're not as sick as some of these folks are. So Benita wants to know if you're selling your home, Carla.
Yeah, come on. Let me know. It's in Cali. I don't know.
So where are you in California, Southern or Northern?
I'm in Southern California, but I'm in a more affordable area. I'm in the Antelope Valley area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Emery, we have looked at Paraguay. And I think we've even mentioned Paraguay in one of our best cities or something like that. So Obama will not go to any military tribunal. He has the T on the Epstein clients, right? Like, a lot, whatever the FBI had when Barack was president, he read the briefings. Right? He paid attention when homework was being assigned, unlike the current president of the United States. Right? Benita says she retired as a school teacher. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. I just thought, well, this was actually. Go ahead, Rick.
Go scroll down
because you saw something.
I saw something Keith said.
Rick said
other way.
Okay, Rick wanted to talk about this.
Right there. This is Keith.
It's a distraction.
Right. I was going to say, yeah, we know it's a distraction. We know it.
We know
anything
it's a
and everything
distraction.
he does is going to be a distraction. But what happens when distractions go too far?
Right.
Keep trying to distract. And that's why I was saying, okay, it's a distraction. We know it. But what if they push it? What if he's not going to send ICE agents to do it. He'll send stupid Patel, whatever.
The thing is, think about this. That means his Secret Service detail would have to turn on him. Obama's Secret Service detail would have to turn on him to allow somebody to apprehend him. Right? But I could see y'all stupid president trying it. I really could.
Yeah.
I could see him trying, but I don't see his Secret Service detail doing that, though. I don't see it. But I wouldn't put anything past them, but
there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things that would have to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But the person did they just confirm that asshole to the appellate court? The one who said, F the Supreme Court?
Yeah, they're making moves to do it.
Okay, so he hasn't totally, but these are his people. These are the people that he has in charge. So if he has people in charge who would say, F the courts, we ain't got to do what they say, then why wouldn't those same types of people say, ICE agents or whatever, our Secret Service people, y'all got to turn. Y'all got to turn. We bringing that N word in. You know the N word has been spread around that way. Those
Mhm.
pictures on the walls, if they can talk, you know it.
It'll be time to go. It'll be
That
time.
Rockland court case is coming up in September too, about the voting machines and stuff and the votes. That's coming up in September too.
See, there was some hinky stuff going on, I believe. But at the end of the day, he has dismantled so many things that I'm not sure. I mean, think about this, folks. Think about this. Portugal started the transatlantic slave trade.
Mhm.
We live in Lisbon, Portugal.
That's right.
They started the transatlantic. That means they were like big shit back in the day.
Mhm.
Yet, I bet you half the people who are watching right now did not know where Portugal was prior to a year or two ago
Mhm.
and could not tell you anything about Portugal's history.
Mm-mm.
Now, I love history, so I did know some things, but I didn't know what I know now, of course. And I only know, first grade level of their history. But one thing that I do know is that they disappeared from the history books.
Yeah.
Like when we had to learn Euro history, right, as Americans, and they disappeared. Why did they disappear? I don't know, but I bet you it's the same reason America's going to disappear from the history books for a while,
Yep.
because they ate their own, because they got full of themselves and didn't listen to the people. And this is what America is going through right now. So if you're watching, if you are a Black person right now in America, you need a plan B, a plan C, a plan D.
Mm.
Because America will not be the America that we grew up with in our lifetime,
No, it's not
and
going to
maybe not
return.
in our kids' lifetime.
It's not going to return.
It's not returning, y'all. And so it breaks my heart. What really breaks my heart is like all of these HBCUs that are going to go under.
Yep.
Right? That was our only institutions where we knew our babies could get an education without being maligned, without being made to feel less than.
Yep.
And now, because without financial aid, because of systemic racism, and the history of us not being able to build wealth the way the privileged classes were, right? The way supremacists were, um, we got to give financial aid. So of course they cut financial aid. Now what we can do, Black folks, is send your kids out of the country, and then you can afford it without the financial aid. And then again, our HBCUs suffer. And that's what's heartbreaking, because they are so uh, integral to our history in that country,
Mhm.
and we're going to lose it because 98 million Americans decided to sit home, because hundreds of thousands of Black people decided to sit home. We're going to lose our HBCUs, right? Because 98 million people decided to sit home. America is going to be a footnote in the 21st century, just a footnote. And so the question is, do you want to go down with the cruise ship, with the Titanic? Antonia, when did you say your move date was?
I'm hoping to be, say it by February. February?
February 2026? Okay.
I would like to say February 2026.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's what you're going to do. Thank you, Action VJ. Thank you for posting our everything. So we just thank you. So Dr. Sanji is in the chat and backstage, but I haven't seen her
Actually, popped up.
backstage.
She's
I see she's logged in.
she's muted. There she goes.
So yeah, so right. So the average age of an empire
There
is
she is.
250 years. And how old is America? It turned 200 years old in 1976.
So there's what, 230 something.
Yeah.
1976, it was 200 years old.
Mhm.
Mm,
So we're overdue.
yeah.
I hate to hear that. Like when my son was at an HBCU, I didn't see any white professors, but I did see a lot of non-Black professors, but they were still POCs. Candace says the HBCUs they've been infiltrated. Yes, some of them have, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet because they probably cannot afford to pay the professors what they deserve to be paid.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And Obama, I know, had set aside money that then Trump 1.0 canceled and then reinstated and tried to take credit for it,
Mhm.
if I remember correctly.
It's ridiculous.
So next year is the 250th birthday.
250 is coming up. According to, I have to say for Northwest. Look, all I know is that there is no reason for us to suffer because of other people's foolery. There is no reason for us to suffer any more than we have to because of white supremacy. It's an expensive price that they're going to have to pay, but I don't know that why we have to pay for it too. And we are going to pay. We're going to pay.
Right.
Right? We're going to pay. But I don't want us to pay as much as we have to. And we've got to build a pathway. People are like, well, yeah, but if we leave, then only these folks are left and da 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 and yada yada yada. Yes, but if we look at what migration looks like, there are people who pave ways in other countries, in other places, in other cities, in other countries, right? And that's and people migrate. That's why there's a Chinatown. That's why there's a little Italy. That's why there is a little Ethiopia and all of this stuff in other cities, because somebody paved the way. And then they brought Big Mama and them. Then they brought the cousins and them. Then they brought the Play family, and then the cousins of the Play family, and on and on and on and on and on it goes. But somebody's got to pave a way and show folks in their circle how it's done.
Yeah.
That we don't have to be slaves in the country of our birth. Because he's trying to get us back on the plantation. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. When you start talking about arresting the first Black president, you know he's trying to get us back on them plantations. They can't understand why we're not taking them Black jobs.
Yeah.
Carla, you went to college when you're supposed to be picking that fruit. Antonia, what you doing? What you doing? You supposed to be out there picking that fruit, and you know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know who he thought we were.
Mhm.
Like, we bougie now.
There.
Look, we bougie. We ain't doing that shit.
I ain't messing up my manicure.
Messing my manicure? Messing my pedicure? Are you crazy right now? I don't know. Now, look, I know that we have people in our community who are struggling financially. I know that. If you need to get your act together financially, we have scholarships available for Beyond the Bling. That is our financial freedom program for late bloomers. That information can be found in the description below. And if you need a scholarship, you don't have to beg or tell us a sob story or anything like that. We know in our community that we are people of integrity. So if you say you need one, we just gonna assume you do. So send us an email. I'm a little behind. I'm planning for my father's memorial. Y'all got to give me a break. but we will get you in there. We will get you in there. Any final thoughts for folks who are on the fence about whether they should stay or go? Antonia and Carla.
I'll just tell you this. Last Christmas, I have 5 grandchildren from ages 2 through 11. And I made sure all 5 of them had passports. That was my gift to them.
That's
Awesome.
wonderful.
So
That's
once
wonderful.
once I heard those election results, I made sure. And I just heard this morning that they're laying off people who do passports. So get your passport.
They want to slow it down.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. See, I kept telling folks last November that he's going to find a way to keep you stuck in that country. And y'all thought we were fear mongering. Where's some of those people who said we were fear mongering last November? Where they at? Where they at? I don't hear from them. Do you hear from them? I don't hear from them. Where they at?
No.
Oh, we weren't fear mongering. We were telling you the truth. We were warning you about what was going to happen, and now it's happening. They've got concentration camps. They're trying to build more. They've privatized prisons. They're recreating slavery, y'all. That's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. Antonia, any final words?
That is what prompted me to get my passport, listening to you say that, and that's when I took action, and I said I needed to go. I felt it in my gut, and I said we need to go, and I did, because I felt like he was gonna start slowing things down, to make it harder for us to leave, and I just feel like it's gonna start getting much worse as it has with him, messing with President Obama. This man is minding his own business.
Yeah.
He's chilling. He's just living
That's
his
the
best life.
problem. He's too content.
Yes, living his best life. They're not getting divorced. They're just being happy, and he is just stirring up trouble. So,
See?
it's trying to distract us from what they're doing. And it's like, whatever we have to do, we need to do it.
Definitely. And I would suggest anybody, I'm looking at Gwen and Derek Travels. We have, I know who y'all are, but I ain't gonna out you. We have our Mexican consulate appointment on August 1st.
Congratulations.
So y'all know we have permanent residency in Mexico. We are looking at residency in Panama, and we live in Lisbon, Portugal. And why are we getting all these residencies? Because he's white folk crazy. That's why. That's why. The people here in Europe understand that Putin may try to move west. They understand that. Now, we feel the effects of his invasion of Ukraine about as much as y'all do. Right? It's just something that's out there. We know it's happening. But I think that we in this time need to be a little bit more strategic and savvy about geopolitics as we move around this international world. And so you always want to have a plan B. You always want to have a plan B. And with that, we're going to let y'all go. If you need help, if you've got more questions, if you want to know how you can get out of Dodge, we offer one-on-one coaching. Action VJ has put that in the chat, and it's in the description below. We also have our financial freedom program that is Beyond the Bling. Action VJ has put that in the chat, and it's in the description below. Join our channel and join us on screen like Antonia and Carla. We have a lot more utopians than just two folks, y'all.
We got to get them on screen. I don't know why they acting so shy.
Right, they acting shy. Every other Thursday, we bring our members, our highest level Utopian Legends on, and we discuss, life abroad and
Whatever one
the
is
subjects of the day,
subject of the day.
current events. All right. And so if you are a member of Our Black Utopia, we get together behind the scenes on Sundays, right before we go live. And then our legends, and with the legends and all members hang out with us behind the scenes. And then our legends get some airtime. So if like y'all, if do you have a Facebook page, a Instagram or YouTube channel that you want to promote?
Not
Yeah.
yet. I'm gonna start one.
Not yet. Not yet. But if you did, we would let you promote it. All right. And so we love y'all and we will see you on Sunday. And until then, bye.
Bye.
Bye.